Lenus, what is your last name, Lenus?
Manirambona.
Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Okay, and you, so what made you want to become a missionary, an African missionary?
So just last year.
Yes.
So January, the time the team from Purungu came in our country, then they start with his sport ministry, and then there we did 5 days. So from there they told us how the mission work it is. Then we were appreciating so much, so we had the opportunity to come here to attend the training from Burundi to Zambia.
Right.
And then we came in April. We started with the sport ministry for 1 month. After that we did the discipleship for 3 months. Then we attend conference like this.
Right.
This time, after that, we attend the mission training.
Well, what did you do before this? What?
Okay, exactly after my secondary school, my studies.
Yes.
I was trying to find if I can find the government job, but I didn't find it. So to my church, in my local church, there is a secondary school. So they give me to teach religion education in secondary school.
I see.
Grade 7 to grade 10.
So you taught grade 7 to 10.
Yeah, it's where I'm teaching.
In a church school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many children, how many people did you teach?
I was teaching 250.
You had 250 students?
Yes.
And you were the only teacher, is that right?
In that career for religion, I was alone only.
You were alone?
Yeah, but at that school, like mathematics, physics, there is other teachers, but some they are not believers.
Yes.
Yes.
And what did you teach? You taught other people taught mathematics.
Yes.
And you taught what?
Me, I was teaching religion.
Religion?
Yeah,
okay.
education. Maybe it's how we are calling in our country.
Right.
Yeah, it's
right.
just a Bible. Yeah, telling the students. Normally I had 1 day in the week because sometimes they don't like to give enough time in the secondary school.
Right.
Yeah, but I was trying to. So normally what I was doing, because I had a short time, I just give them the assignment to do where they are going home. Then when they come back, we just discuss about God's
right.
Yes.
And so how long were you a teacher?
It was 1 year.
1 year. 1.5 years.
Yeah, it's where now this program for mission work came. So I tell you that. Normally I was even planning to go to university.
Yes.
Yeah, but with this, when I was just attached with this.
Well, what makes you like this work so much more?
Yeah, it shows because we are doing God's will.
Yes.
That's why most what He touched me. Then most of the things is to obey God.
Yes.
Living by faith. These the things touched me so much in my heart, deep in my heart.
To live by faith.
Yes, even to believe, to depend on God in everything we are doing. So I was really appreciated so much because, okay, I was born in a Christian family, but having this word, believe God in everything, trusting God in everything, to depend on God, I've never. Yeah, that's in my church. So when I came here in the training, it was,
so what's different? What's something that you've trusted God for here that's different than before?
Yeah, what I have seen is like the difference in my church. We don't have the time to spend the time on the word, reading the Bible. We are just waiting the pastors, the leaders, the church leaders preaching.
Right.
After service, we are going home. Then we don't have even the time for look at behind how the Bible is saying to us. We're just waiting for Sunday, next Sunday, then we come back. So the difference what I've seen here, they taught us to spend time on the word, even to obey God, to obey His word. they are to have a love for every person. Most even the good things is to be humble.
Yes.
To be humble, because sometimes as a human being we like to have a pride. I'm a big man. I went to school. I've concluded my studies. But that is the things we have to be proud. We have to be proud if we know God in our heart.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
to have the love in everything. Well, other different I can say is how they told us to work everything. Like when we had here to school, after eating, we just wash your plate yourself,
Right.
cleaning the ground,
Right.
sweeping you are sleeping. But in our church they are not telling us that.
I see.
Yeah.
So do you read the Bible every day, or?
Yes, early morning, as it's like something I have received from this place. So early morning I'll just read the Bible, spend like 20 minutes praying myself before wake up and doing the different activities. Yes.
Okay. And you tell me about your ministry. What do you teach others?
In my country now?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly what we are learning. We are doing some trainings, SDMM.
SDMM.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, even normally what we are focusing so much, DBS Discovery Bible Study. Even that I'm doing so much for our friends, like even my local church.
Yeah.
I am now. This 2 months ago,
yes.
I have opportunity to share the word of God, because my leader told me to share, and I said yes, I will.
Yes.
So I was doing the same, yes, talking with my member church.
Yes.
They were very happy, so they asked me even to share using the same system, same way for next week. So I said yes. So I did 3 times in my church. So from there are 3 guys. They told me, oh, now you are asking the question very nice. It's like you are now understanding.
Right.
It's not the same as our leader is just preaching alone. There's no opportunity to ask a question.
Right.
There's no opportunity to share, to talk one another, or to learn from one another. So from that time, these 3 guys, I told them, they said, they asked me if I can teach them how they can discover the Bible. So these guys, I spent time with them.
Yes.
Then they appreciate. This time, as I am talking, each person is doing discovered Bible in their families. So
really, now these 3 guys, were they were Christians before?
Yes, we are in the same church.
Yeah. And so but they had not read the Bible much before?
Yeah, exactly. They heard that, but the problem is we are waiting our leaders to speak. After that we are going. There's no opportunity to ask the question, what is the word saying here? There's no time to go deeper in the word. So it's where they just say, oh, can you teach this? Then it was through that they started to talk about the word of God in their families. What was they have never fought in their families. They were just eating after food, they just sleep or going anywhere.
Well, let me ask you another question. What's the hardest thing? What have been some problems?
Yeah, the problems. The problems I'm facing now is sometimes I'm not spending much time, because I'm just going in office, like OM Burundi office.
Yes.
So like I'm preparing to report, like it's the end of month. So I have to report. So I have like 3 days in the office.
Yes.
But other days in the week I'm in the village where I just touch other guys.
Right.
Yes.
So you like the time in the village, when you go to the village and you talk to everybody about Jesus.
Yeah.
But then when you have to do the paperwork, when you have to work in the office here, or in Tanganyika. Is that where you are? You're in Lake Tanganyika? Tanganyika?
Yeah, we are in a Lake Tanganyika team,
Yes.
but we are doing the practice in Burundi.
You're in Burundi?
Yes.
So when you're in Burundi, when you're in the office, that part you don't like?
Yeah.
It takes a long time of paperwork and...
Yeah, no, okay, I like only is when you are in the office, there are few people whom you are connected with.
Yes.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to, in where the office is, I have my friends, they were born in the same zone
Yes.
with me, but
Yes.
they are doing the university.
Yes.
So I'm trying to call them, then sometimes they come to see me in the
Yes.
office, then we just try to share the word of God. Through that, I have one guy in town now. He starts now to discover Bible where
Yes.
he's staying in town, not in our village.
Ah,
Through
okay.
that, because they are coming to see me in the office, we just make a plan. They come to
Yes.
see me, then we share everything, even the vision. So I'm praying for them even to have this mission vision.
Right.
Yes.
So going back, when you have to do the office work, you don't like that as much, but people come to see you at the office.
Yeah, I like it so much because whether I'm in the village doing
Right.
that, but in Burundi they cannot know how the things is happening in Burundi. So it's better to be in the office in order to report. Then we can connect and we can communicate nicely what is happening. Going in the office, report it to Burundi.
Right.
Then
Right.
the story can go.
So, what are things that what I was asking though is, what are things that you like about what you do, and what are things that you don't like about what you do? What is something that you have to do in your job that you don't like? Either you don't like having to do it, or it doesn't seem like a good thing to do.
Yeah, no matter what I don't like now this time is I don't like to spend like just going around without talking for anybody about the word of God, because I have seen like in my area, in my country, many people, they are just a Christian by name,
Yes.
but in their heart, when we are going deeper, they are not Christian.
Right.
So what is most now I need to do is every time to preach, to make people disciples, then they can, it's like to multiply.
So tell me about your preaching. Or your teaching of people. What do? You have this Bible study you take people through?
Yes.
And it's the same Bible study for everybody?
Yeah, normally our system is like a special one.
Right.
Yeah, like OM international OM.
Right.
It's a special one because when I'm talking with someone,
right,
family he has maybe 20, 30 years in church, but when I'm using it this way, we have an OM, everyone just say, wow, this is amazing.
Right.
It's just
because it's different.
Yeah, it's
for
different.
Them.
Normally it's different. Then
what's something that's different? What's one thing that's different?
Yeah, most I'm telling you from, let's take even an example to my church.
Yes.
We don't have this, the leaders, they are not teaching people to spend the time in the world, even to have a vision for unreached people.
Yes.
We don't have this vision.
Right.
I have never understood this talking in our church, but you can see our vision is to reach the people, to proclaim the gospel, to teach people obedience, to teach people love. Even the vision, the God from when He was creating even the earth, even from the Genesis up to the Matthew, even going to the Bible. So that's the difference I'm talking about, because most of the people, they don't have a vision to reach unreached people or marginalized.
They don't have a vision for unreached people.
Yes.
And they don't see the whole Bible from
Yes, that's the problem.
They see just little parts,
Yeah.
like one story here and a story of something else.
Yeah, I don't think the difference is in our church. We are just saying people come in our church.
Yes.
It's where there's good things.
Right.
Come, maybe every leader want to see more people in his church.
Right.
But you can see our visions like is written in Matthew 28 from
Right.
19 to 20. Go.
Right.
Preach the
Right.
gospel, make people disciples. So you can see the difference. The leaders that are coming in, but as we are just go. That's the difference.
So what would you like to see happen in your life in the next 2 years, 5 years? What would you like to see change? How would you like to see?
Yeah, I like to see our community transformed.
Your community, your
Yes.
church community, or your village, or
first my family.
Yes.
As I have it transformed already.
Right.
To see my family, my community, and then we can influence our country. That is my vision. What I like it to see in the future.
Well, that's nice. But 2 years or 5 years, what would you like to see happen in just a short time?
Yeah, I like to see more missionaries from my church or my community, even my country, going in different countries. Preach the gospel.
And does it seem to be happening? Do people? Let me ask you this: do people ever ask you about being an African missionary? Does that seem strange to some people?
Yeah, normally as they are just doubting because they just say we have never seen the black missionary. Somehow it's difficult. But what I'm usually telling them is, we need to have hope, and we believe we need to have faith. Then everything is possible, because even if it's white people and black people, but we have the same blood. We are all of us created by one God, the real God. So there's nothing to say you are black, you are light. It's like it's only the black people. They are called to be missionaries, but even us, we can do it. Yeah, so there's nothing to despise ourselves. But we need to say we can do it. Then with God, there's nothing.
And so when you sell that to people, what do they think differently?
Yeah, some they still doubting as we are now. This is 6 months.
Yes.
Starting in our country, because this mission work is new. Thing in my area. Let's say even in my province. It's new thing, so we are trying to understand the people. So then what I would like is better to have a few people they can understand in order to have more in the future. Then we can have a good foundation, even a good root for OM then in the future.
And so you've been doing this now for 3 months? Is that?
No, it's now 4 months doing this the same way. Then I can see some people, they start be open their eyes, even the ears, saying that is true what we are talking about. It's like I can see the change, even if it's not coming quickly, but I hope, even I believe soon we will see the people who will be committed to be missionaries, or to focus, to have the same vision.
Is there something different you'd like to do? Would you ever want to go back to teaching or doing something different?
From now?
Yeah, and then later in life, when you're older or something, do you ever think you'd want to do something different?
No, this time my heart is to be a missionary. There's nothing I can think about it. I will just say every time first to talk the kingdom.
Well, and finally, what is one thing that you've seen God do in your own life?
In my life, I've changed like The first morning I can say, okay, this time I went back from here in Zambia. Normally, some people they were saying, now you are working with Mzungu or black people.
Right.
You have many money. You have a lot of money. So like some ladies, they are trying to approach me like we can be in love, but my focus is not that. What I'm trying to say then this time, there's one lady who was just tried to approach me, maybe we can be in love, because maybe she saw me, first she understood that I came here in Zambia.
Yeah.
And even at that time, like Hori came that side, I was moving with her on the street, so she saw me moving with the white, so just to say, this man has money. So you know sometimes people, they are materialists.
Yes.
They like